Hey there, my name's Lee, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you my income report from selling on eBay last month. It was a gigantic month. I've got my sales all pulled up, and I'm going to jump inside, show you what exactly sold and how much I made as a part-time reseller.
Hi, I'm Lee, and I'm the founder of listingtofreedom.com. I've made over 70,000 flipping items on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and I'm ready to teach you how to make money flipping thrift finds.
All right, so I've got everything all pulled up on my computer and ready to go so I can show you the exact numbers, how much I spent on shipping, how much I actually made net profit. Plus, I'm gonna show you some of my best items that sold last month. I had some huge sales, so I'm so excited to get started. Before we head on over to my computer, if you like learning about reselling and like to learn how to make money this way, make sure you give me the thumbs up, hit that like button, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel as well as click the bell icon so you can be notified of future videos. All right, let's go ahead and jump on over to my computer. All right, so I'm over up here at my computer and I'm ready to get started and show you what exactly sold. I'm gonna move to my website. This is where I publish my income reports. Ever since I've been reselling, I have published my income reports. You can find all of them on this page under listingtofreedom.com/selling on eBay income. All right, so here's the numbers. And I always start out with the money that actually came into my bank account. This number you'll find here under income received. This is from eBay managed payments, and that amount that actually went into my bank account was $4,454.54. And then out of that, I needed to pay for shipping. My buyers do pay shipping, but that money comes to me. It kind of passes through my hands. I pay for shipping. So you'll find that number there. It was almost $1,300 for shipping. And then I spent $208 on sourcing items. Nothing I spent on supplies this month. And so that came out to a net profit of almost $3,000. That was $2,952. Now, a lot of people always ask me, how many hours a week do you work? Well, I'm a very, very part-time reseller. I work right around 10 hours a week, primarily during nap time, during weekdays only. I take every single weekend off besides for shipping on Sunday nights. So that's will give you an idea of how much. And if you want to know like the hourly, like how much is this hourly? So let's go ahead and say 10 hours a week times there's 4 weeks in the month, that's 40 hours. So an hourly wage would be the $29.52 divided by 40 hours. That's almost $75 an hour, you guys. That's ridiculous, insane. All right, so I'm going to jump into my eBay account. I have a whole bunch of tabs open here. So hopefully we can get through all of these, and I'm going to show you the very best sales that I had. So I'm in the orders tab, and I've got this filtered down to show you the last month. And you'll notice this number is different here. It doesn't match up with that 454, something like that. And that's because that's the money that actually hit my account. This was the total gross amount, including sales tax, including what went to eBay. So I actually, gross sales were close to 6,000, and then the 445 was what hit my bank account. And then you can see I sold 247 items during the month, and that works out to right around, I think it was just under $24 an item. And that is for the gross amount. So let's go ahead, and I've got a whole bunch of tabs open across the top of my browser already, so you don't have to sit around waiting for pages to load. And we're going to jump into these sales. These are some huge sales for me, and I'm so excited to share these with you. So this first one here is a men's Eddie Bauer coat. This one sold for $56, and really excited to sell that one. And it took less than a month to sell, so it was a pretty quick sale. I'm not sure what that is there other than my eBay store. This next one is a listing where a person contacted me and said, I would like these 3 shirts. Can you sell them to me? And so it came out to $42 for these 3 shirts. They were, I believe they're all 5XL tall, and they ended up going to New Zealand. So the buyer actually paid over $100 with shipping, and then they were nice enough to come back to me and say, hey, I would like to donate $10 to the charity that you support. And so that was just a really nice person to work with. This is a Lululemon, and this jacket sold for $60. It did sell twice. I did get a return on it the first time, but it actually sold for a few more dollars on the second time around. All right, next up is a jumper dress. This is by a brand that I would never put on a BOA list. It's St. John's. It's St. John's Bay. However, I bought this because of the style, and this jumper dress style sells super well, so that made it on the top of my list. This little overalls, I took an offer on this for $23. This is a vintage union made girls overall dress. Next is a soft surroundings cardigan. This is a terrible, terrible, terrible picture. Don't copy me on pictures. I probably should have gotten the wrinkles out of it, but it still sold for quite a bit of money, even having taken a bad picture. All right, next is a t-shirt. I wanted to show this one to you. It's only $20, but it's just a basic t-shirt, basic men's t-shirt, size small. And it's this brand that's called Snow Peak, and it actually has a broke button on that little pocket on the front. And so there's that broke button. Even with that broke button, this sold for $20. If it didn't have the broke button, these are selling for $30 to $40. So if you come across Snow Peak, that's one to grab. Next up is Aaron Crafts. I sold a couple of these sweaters this month, and these are super nice sweaters. They're made in Ireland. Here's what the tags looks like, so you know what to look for. It'll say Aaron Crafts, and then Ireland, and then 100% merino wool. So that's what you're looking for on those. This next one is a Harley Davidson men's sweatshirt, and this one sold for $23 plus shipping. It took right around a month to sell. Next up is a pair of vintage shorts. These are lace-up shorts. They're from the brand Mud, and this sold for well over $20, and those sold relatively quickly. All right, this next one is another order that I want to talk about. I actually got a whole bunch of orders from this person. This happens to be 3 items that sold, and I ended up selling the person, I don't even remember how many items because they came back in multiple orders. This is another one. They're all UPS uniforms, jackets, vests, shirts, short sleeve, long sleeve shirts. So this is one of the coats that sold. This sold for $80. I think it was the same day that I listed it. And then this is one of the vests that sold, and it has this big hole here in the shoulder. So that's what that shoulder looks like. And the zipper was broken. Of all things, like there was no zipper pull. And so that's clearly stated in the listing. It says it right in the title, broke zipper and hole. And that still sold for $30 plus shipping. Next is another vest. This one happened to be in good condition, a tech fabric, and this one sold for $80. Next up is another Harley Davidson. This is just a basic men's button-up shirt. It does have like some really intricate embroidery and screen printing on the back, and I really love the style. It did take a little while to sell, about a month and a half, and that sold for $32.99. Next up is a North Face jacket. This is just a basic, I don't even know the style, but it's a raincoat. That's what the inside looks like. $28.99 plus shipping, and I believe that one sold in less than a week. Next up is another Aaron Crafts. So if you remember, I sold at Aaron Crafts, and this is again what the tag looks like. They are cable knit, made in Ireland, and $30 for that one. Another Lululemon jacket for $58. That one did take a couple of months to sell. Next is a nightgown, and this happened to be a size 3XL. So I saw somebody grab it and thought, oh, if they don't get that, I'm going to get that. So I did, and $25 for that one. This is another one of the UPS shirts. This is a long sleeve. The long sleeve shirts, I sold several of these for that $42.99 price. All right, next up is another plus size. This is a huge dress, another not so great picture just because this dress was so huge. I can't explain to you how big this is. The picture doesn't do it justice. It is a size 6X, and this one sold for $36.99. All right, another Lululemon, $42.99. This is one of the Run Swiftly tech shirts. And then last I have for you is another vintage Y2K pair of jeans. This is by the brand Bubblegum. Never heard of it. I don't remember it, but this is kind of what it looks like, a big flare legs. And this one sold super fast within the week of listing. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so so I can know to make more of these videos and that these are helpful and that you enjoy them. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video soon.